Okay, so we hooked up the computer, we ran a test of all the electronics, and this is the report that's coming back. So the DME is the engine module and the DSC is the traction control module. They're both failing. We're going to find out exactly why, but we know that because of the messages that we're displaying on the cluster. So let's go a little bit deeper in there. And also we have a failure in CA. Alright, so CA, or comfort access, has no communication. We have to figure out why that's happening. But DSC is saying that the engine management interface is having an issue because the engine module is saying that there's an issue with the throttle actuator CAN message on bank 2. So as most people know, the DMEs always have issues with the throttle actuators on the M3s. So you can look up many videos about that. There's a possibility that may be blockage, or it may be just a straight up electronic fault, which I believe this is. So the issue is most likely with the throttle actuator, and it's tripping both problems. So we would physically have to take the engine cover off. It's a little bit challenging on this model, but then once we have that off, we can look at the throttle actuators and physically make sure that it's plugged in, the connections are okay, and the electronics are fine, wiring and all of that. And then we could do a sweep and a test of the actuators to find out if one or both are failing and if it's random, or more details. So we were going to go for a road test, but I just realized that we don't have a license plate. The dealer dropped off the car. We don't have a license plate. So I will try to take it for a ride when the dealer rep comes to pick up the car and bring it back. But as of right now, we can't do a road test. So this is going to conclude the diagnostic and the inspection of the vehicle. Overall, I think the vehicle is in really good shape. I guess, what are they looking for? 26,000. So I don't know what the retail value for this year with this mileage is. I'm sure you've done your research, but I mean, overall the car is in, I would say, 80%, 80 to 90% good shape. There's some minor things that are needed, but the engine side is going to be the biggest downside. I can't understand why they're selling the car with a throttle actuator issue. So maybe they don't want to spend the money because they are a little pricey, but if you can, I would try negotiating the price of the car down if it's not already appropriately discounted for the issue. Okay, so lastly, I did not get to check the trunk. Let me see if we can look in here. And let's see. It smells a little funky back here. Yeah, it's definitely a little musty back here. It doesn't smell like water, it just smells, like, I don't know, gym clothes or something. But we have, I don't believe this car, I don't think this one has a spare tire. So yeah, I think it just has a pump. It comes with a pump and probably some glue to like fix a flat. So that's everything in the back. Let's see if we can see the battery. I got my daughter here with me. Olivia, you want to say hello?
Hello.
So it smells a little funky, right? Alright, so we have the battery here. And let's see if I can see a date. I don't see a date, but I'll take a view of the battery. If you can contact BMW, you might be able to make some sense of these numbers on the battery. So it looks fine. I mean, it didn't have a problem starting. I don't know if it'll have an issue in the winter, but didn't have an issue starting. So I think overall the car is in pretty good shape, and I would definitely give it probably a, body-wise, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Interior, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10, or a 10, being excellent. And mechanically, I would say it's probably a 7 or an 8 because of the engine-related issue. But it's not uncommon to have that issue with an M3. And tires-wise, they're all gone for dry rotting. And brakes, like I said, mechanically that 8 out of 8 or 7 out of 10 is for the brakes and the engine-related issue. So overall, I would say it's definitely a good buy. Just depends on what the price is going to be and what you negotiate. So I hope this was helpful. If anyone else needs a pre-purchase inspection on a BMW, Mercedes, Land Rover, or any of the other vehicles that we work with, if you don't see it, just give us a call and we'll let you know if it's a vehicle that we can do an inspection on. I mean, for the most part, it's good to at least get an analysis of it before you buy, and go from there. We have a Jaguar that's on that side that the gentleman just purchased, and that Jaguar. So the Jaguar on this side is an 03 with 60,000 miles. It's very clean. Interior's immaculate, but what the client, I don't think he was aware of, is that it was extremely rusty underneath. A lot of the bushings were shot, brakes were needed. So although it's a excellent looking car, there were some points that I'm sure he would have been able to negotiate if he didn't already get an excellent price. I don't know the details on it, but it's just something that we would do when we do the inspection. So if you need to set up an inspection, contact us at 732-455-BENZ or 455-2369, or you can go on our website and find out more information at choosenomad.com. We have 2 locations in New Jersey, 100 Main Street in South Amboy, and also we have a location that just opened at 1766 Route 22 East in Scotch Plains. So either one of those, and we can also do a mobile service with our van, and we can take the van that we have and do a mobile service to the dealership, and if we need to, we can look over everything while we're there. And it's a little bit more expensive, which is understandable, but it'll give you the peace of mind if the dealer does not want to bring the car to us, so that we can take a look and give you the best info that we can. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that the client, once you're done reviewing this, if you can leave us a review at Benz, BENZ shops.com, and that would be very helpful to let others know, or Google or Facebook. So we appreciate it. All right, good luck.